Well, Theater Bristol has opened a new production, and this one also includes a panel discussion following some of the performances. A very powerful show as Theater Bristol presents The Diary of Anne Frank. Joining me now with more are the show's director, Camille Gray, and cast member Erica LaFollette. And it's great to have you guys with us on the show.
We're glad to be here.
So you actually opened this last weekend.
We did.
What was it like? The first few performances?
Oh, it was amazing. We had full houses, sold out houses, and 3 standing ovations. It was an amazing experience.
And I'm sure just so powerful to present this on stage. When you were directing it, how did that play into what you wanted to portray on stage?
Absolutely. You know, live theater is like nothing else. The book is something everyone knows. We read it in middle school and high school. We grew up hearing Anne Frank's story, but seeing it live on stage is incomparable, you know, to be able to actually experience it. And the way that our space is set up, you feel like you're in the secret annex with these actors, and it's just so immersive. People will leave and they can hardly talk because they're so moved by the show, and they're teary, and it's beautiful.
I would imagine very emotional because you are. That stage is so intimate.
It is.
And you play Anne Frank.
I do.
What is that like for you playing that character?
It's kind of hard to describe. I feel like I'm trying to tell a very important story to the whole audience. It's kind of hard playing her because of what she went through. It's kind of hard to get into her mindset. But I try my best. I want to get her story out there.
Yeah, a lot. I mean, it has to be a little overwhelming.
Absolutely.
To have that character, and of course to people just can, I mean, there's happiness in there too, like the joy. She was just so positive, and I kind of see that in you as well. Do you, now that you've like done this role, has it changed the story for you a little bit?
It has. It gives me more of an insight to what was actually in the annex, because I never actually read the diary. I only saw some clips of the movie and just overheard what I was taught in school.
Yeah.
But learning about what they actually did in the annex, how the days went by, and it gives me this whole new view on it.
Yeah, and I love that in some of these performances too, you're doing these discussions afterwards and you're bringing in guests. And tell me a little bit about how that all happened.
Yeah, so we've got 3 wonderful panelists. We've got Carrie Cornett. She's a teacher, a local teacher, and she works with her students on Holocaust studies, and so she is one of our speakers. And then we've also got Tawny Anderson and Amaya Ferris, and they're also 2 of our panelists, and they have they're learner fellows, and so they're experts in all things Holocaust. And in addition to Anne Frank's story, all the other children who wrote diaries during World War II. So we have those, one more on March 12th in the evening after the Sunday show.
And I feel like what a brilliant idea, because that's one of those productions when you go to see it, it's almost like it's over. Like you can't just let it go. So to be able to have that and really discuss and bring other things, I feel like it kind of gives it a little closure.
Absolutely.
What, have you had one of the discussions already?
Yes, we had it March 5th as part of, after the Sunday show.
And I bet, what was the reaction like from the audience after
having that? They had great questions. You know, we had a few prompting questions to get us started, but people were really moved hearing about some of the stories that they told us of some of the survivors, you know.
And Theater Bristol, such a fun group, fun organization. You've done so many like fun things and just very lighthearted, really taking on a whole different ballgame with this one.
This is actually the 3rd time we've done the Diary of Anne Frank. We haven't done it since 1998, so more than 20 years. So we're really excited to bring it back. And it's such an important story to see live. I think, you know, like I said, it's a book and we read it, but bringing it to the stage brings it to life in a way that you don't experience otherwise.
Wow, well, it sounds amazing. Thank you guys both so much for being here and telling us about it. Going to give everybody the information. You still got a couple weekends left to check it out. It runs all the way through March 19th. And for more, you can check out their website there, theaterbristol.org. You can get your tickets there. Powerful show, The Diary of Anne Frank.